What's going guys, Helios here, back with another Borderlands 3 video. In this episode I want to show you high DPS last stand flag build, so I hope you enjoyed this build guys, don't forget to leave a like and click the subscribe button. Now on your screen you can see timestamps, so feel free to skip to the part that is the most important for you. Also, if you have any questions about the build, don't hesitate to ask me in the comments below. So now, without any further ado, let's jump into the video. This is probably the max DPS build for Fl4k that exists. I have been playing with this build for quite long and it's really powerful. You'll be doing insane damage and practically be unstoppable. But it's really important to understand that you must have some items in your equipment that are necessary in this build. But we're gonna talk about items a little bit later. Let's begin our guide and first of all, let's jump into the skill tree. Alright, so as you noticed, I completely left a Stalker tree because we don't need that. Why? Because we're gonna play with the last and deathless artifact, which reserves all but 1 HP. So we don't need skills that, for example, increase our max health or health regeneration. Let's talk now about the items that are necessary. First, as I mentioned before, is the last and deathless artifact. This item gives us double the shield, but leaves only 1 HP. Its prefix provides temporary invulnerability when health is below 50%. So since health is always below 1 HP, you get this perk as soon as you start receiving damage. It's really good option for that build. It has 40 seconds cooldown and a 5 seconds duration. The second item that you must have is a shield called the Transformer. You can ask why. It's really simple. You have only 1 HP, so you are dependent on shield and you don't want shock weapons to take out your shield immediately. Sorry Dr. Z, but we don't need HP at all. The third item that is really important is a class mod called Friendbot. Thanks to this item, our pet gains second win when Fl4k kills an enemy. And trust me, with our DPS our pet will always be up, so we'll always be sharing 65% damage. How did I calculate that? Let's do it together. So first skill that provides damage sharing is called Hive Mind. Thanks to it, we can share 15% damage with the pet. So where is another 50%? There is a skill called Shared Spirit. If Fl4k is at low health, he shares 50% damage with the pet. So yeah, that's pretty ridiculous because we are always at low health thanks to the relic and we can share 65% damage with pet all the time. Sounds pretty good, right? The fourth item, which is not necessary but really good, is grenade mode called Its Peace. Damaged enemies take plus 20% more damage for 6 seconds. Since Fl4k doesn't have grenade skills, we can simply use that grenade to increase our damage even more. So Greyhorn Skag will be our pet. He gives us additional damage and gun damage, and since we maxed out the ability Barbaric Yoke, which increases the power of pet bonuses by 320%, now we are more badass than you could expect. Alright, so now let's talk about action skills. I chose Drag Attack because it's quick and has very low cooldown. It works perfectly with guns that has additional bonus after action skill and because you will get the perks quickly. I maxed out the ability Head Count because whenever Fl4k scores a critical hit, there is a chance his or their, I don't really know, action skill cooldown is reduced. This particular skill works really good with the Mega War skill. Fl4k gains a chance to score a critical hit with weapons against any part of enemies. So basically, if you match everything together, you can spam racks pretty always. Let's talk now about other important skills. I maxed out the abilities To Fang and Leave No Trace. Thanks to first of them, Fl4k has a chance to fire an extra projectile per shot. Leave No Trace is a skill that when Fl4k scores a critical hit, there is a chance for one ammo to be added to their magazine, and this skill works really good with the Mega War skill. The most dangerous game skill is a Hunter Kill skill. Whenever Fl4k kills a badass or stronger enemy, they gain increases critical hit damage, gun damage and handling for 120 seconds. Wow, that's really a long time, don't you think? It's time to talk about the items. The Transformer is must-have shield for that build, as I said before. It converts 100% of shock damage into shields. It has also 40% chance to absorb bullets, adding them to your ammo count. I still try to farm better one because I don't like this anointed bonus too much, but to be honest, it's quite fun to run faster after attack command. I use Fl4k tribal friend bot that increases pet damage by 20%. This particular class mod gives me plus 15% Vlad of weapon fire rate, plus 45% Hyperion weapon critical damage, and plus 45% Jacob's weapon critical damage. My Deathless artifact gives me additional luck, electrocute chance, and fight for your life movement speed. These bonuses aren't that good. In the future I'm going to farm something better. I hope at least. There are a lot of weapons that are great with that build, but really I'm in love with the Magic Pistol. It deals huge damage to the enemies, and it melts them without any problems. The second weapon that I use is Anointed Roman Skull with shock damage, and as a third weapon I use also Anointed Roman Skull but with Incendiary Elemental. The last but not least weapon I use is Anointed Hellwalker, because it's really good with pretty much every Fl4k build in this game. I'm sure it's not a surprise. So I hope you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and click the subscribe button below because I plan to make more videos like that in the future. Let me know in the comments what do you think about the build. Let's move now into a build gameplay. If you're interested, keep watching. See you in another Borderlands 3 video.
I hear you, Beast.